Austin's home for hip hop and hits 102.3 The Beat. It's DJ Hella Yellow. We got special guests in the building. We got my girl Holly G in the building from 102.3 The Beat.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Holly G.
Chino on the film, and we got Quistar in the building. What's happening?
Bow, Young Worldwide, Big Sauce Waco, Quistar Go, man. What's goody?
All right, man. I known you for a minute, so I'm glad we finally got you up in here.
Man, me too, bro.
We in Austin Music Monday, but you from Waco, you like a real legend out there in the city.
Yeah, facts. Big facts.
Now, what brought you to Austin?
My man CJ, you know, he was hooping out there playing ball at Baylor, and you know, he did his thing, went to the league, and so from when he left to when he went to the league, went overseas, he was just still, you know, following what I was doing with my mixtapes and stuff. So we used to have conversations. He'd just tell me, like, bro, whenever I get to a certain point, if you ain't already signed, I'm going to, you know, come through and swoop you up. And it just so happened, you know, he made it happen in 2015. He moved me out here, introduced me to all the, you know, people like you and, you know, all the movers and shakers, producers, engineers, whatever. I've been here ever since, rocking out, living that rock star lifestyle, you know.
Word.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing music for?
Man, ever since I can remember. I dropped my first mixtape when I was 13. Still, mostly anybody in Waco, they can recite it for you word for word. Like, it was big. And I just kept it going. So I've been doing it ever since I was 13. I'm 100 plus mixtapes in the game now.
Dang,
you know,
that's crazy.
100 plus.
What?
Yeah.
We just ain't gonna gloss over that real quick. 100 plus mixtapes.
100 plus mixtapes, literally, no cap. You can go look them up right now. If I get on Instagram and say, hey, everybody, what's your favorite mixtape? You might see 100 different answers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now,
no
from
cap.
what year did this start?
It started. I'm really starting it from like when I was 18, when I first got back. You know, when I first just serious. Like my first song on the radio in Waco, Time to Go to Work. When I first started moving around, I was in at K104 doing battles and stuff up there. They had to retire me. I was biting heads off, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't take it. So, yeah, I really from when I was 17, 18, the first tape I just dropped when I was serious about it. You know what I mean? I had a song on the radio kind of booming. I was getting booked to perform at the clubs and open up for every artist that came to Waco. So I counted from there. I'm not even talking about high school or nothing like that. I don't even know what the number would be.
100 plus.
100 plus.
Crazy.
Covers. Everything, facts, like
Dang.
receipts. You can go look it up.
So are you a lyricist? Do you consider yourself that, or what type of rapper are you?
I'm like a unicorn, like
Unicorn.
real lyricist. Turn up. I can battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that as much no more, but I got it all. I feel like melodies. I feel like my strong suit probably is lyrics, though. That's like the biggest thing I focus on at the end of the day. Like even if I'm on a turn up or a club record, I try to throw something in there, like. You know, so let people know, that I'm fucking around. I ain't one of them dudes gonna say I ain't no rapper. I ain't no rapper. I'm a trapper. I'm a rapper. Like that's what I do. That's what I wake up, live, breathe, everything, every day. You know, that's my life.
Now you had a little situation going on. Like I don't say cheese. They were trying to say.
Oh, I was hoping you brought this up. I was hoping you brought this up.
Pablo One.
Man, that's the craziest thing I ever experienced in my life.
What happened? How did that even happen?
It started, I met him South by Southwest, I want to say 2016. He was here. We was at the Beat Kitchen studio. We bumped into each other. It was funny because somebody on 6th Street just asked me, was I him? And I was like, I never seen what he looked like, so I wouldn't know. But it was weird. But as soon as I pull up to the studio, shout out to Cool Dre, he run the Beat Kitchen, that's his spot. He was like, yeah, I got Hood Rich Pablo One about to come through. I was like, okay, cool, bet. So when he got there, we was chopping it up, you know what I mean? He gave me his mixtape, I think it was Designer Drugs 2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him my project, and I showed him everything I was working on, which was, I was about to drop the Werewolves on the Island project. I had just finished up, I had dropped my album a couple months ago, it was doing well. I just dropped my visual with Black Youngster, you know, I showed him that in Miami, and one of my standout lines on there is, I'm not a human, I'm a werewolf. That's the number one, pretty much what everybody take from that song. So it was like, you know, we chopped it up, we, you know, played each other music, and he wanted me to do a feature with him. He was telling me, I'll give him his credit, because he said, bro, at the South by, I'm about to shoot up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing about signing with Gucci, but he was like, I'm about to take off. And I'm like, yeah, everybody say that. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I can work with you, but I already got this record with Black Youngster I just shot the video for. So I'm just thinking like, man, I don't really want to go into a whole nother feature until I maximize this one. So, you know, long story short, I started seeing a lot of my stuff popping up. You know what I mean? Like, I had just dropped the Auto Rocket mixtape before that. Like, before my album, the last mixtape I dropped was Auto Rocket mixtape. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my alter ego. You know what I mean? So I got the T-shirt on when we met each other. I got a post on my Instagram. You can look at it right now. I got everything lined up from the day we met to all the stuff he started, all his concepts he started coming with.
Basically.
Big receipts, bro. I'm talking about crazy.
On deck.
So, you know what I mean? He took a lot of my concepts. You know what I'm saying? The Werewolf. He got mixtapes now called Hood Wolf, Rich Wolf. Then his whole, like, all his T-shirts and stuff started being like a Rugrats character with Hood Rich instead of my Out of Rocket character with Quistar. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I wasn't really tripping out there because I'm like, cool, you know, niggas be on a lot of drugs. He might have woke up the next day and thought he made all this shit up on his own. So I'm like, cool. So then when the Say Cheese thing come out and everybody get to comment, I'm thinking he gon', you know what I'm saying, chime in at least and be like, nah, you know, I met dude, he cool, he got his own drip. But he just letting it slide by. Everybody keeps saying, oh, Hood Rich, this your son, this shit. I'm like, nah, bro, you took really all my shit. He took titles from 2015 that I posted, and it's like he went down and just researched the whole drip, which is, it makes sense because when you out here trying to sell an image or like make a theme for yourself and your look and the way you rocking, it's not that easy always. So here he looking at me like, okay, he already at this spot. I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm at a lower level now. Who gonna believe me when I say, you know what I'm saying, this dude like picking out my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like piece by piece, it's a lot of stuff. You can go look at the Instagram post. But at the end of the day, I don't even feel like when it come down to music and rapping, like I don't even feel like he in the same wavelength, you know what I'm saying, as far as what I do. So I was like, I can't even trip on it, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, that's just why the game kind of messed up right now. Because if it was me and vice versa, I would have easily chimed in, you know what I'm saying, on the comments like, yo, bro, nah, y'all let this man do his thing. Like, you know what I'm saying, we bumped into each other. I guess if I never met you, and you want to say, oh yeah, we kind of resemble. But I bet you go look at pictures from back when I was on BT. I had braids, bro. I had a beard, bro. I had dreads and cut them and grew braids back. Like that's how I've been rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really understand why, especially because of the sound. I didn't understand why people would say that. You know what I'm saying? That I was trying to mimic him or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm out here living this life. Like I'm enjoying it. I'm blessed. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. But I'm just. At first it was like, damn, I don't want to be one of these other dudes that just take every opportunity to jump on internet in front of a camera like I'm just cloud chasing. Because I really didn't care, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the more I kept thinking about it, more people kept telling me like, yo, bro, you should speak up. Yeah, you got to speak up. Yeah, exactly. So it was like, then, you know, I don't like kicking people while they down. Every time I wanted to speak on it, he kept getting robbed or something. They kept saying he got robbed. And I'm thinking like, this would you probably wondering why this happening to you. You know what I'm saying? It's probably karma from robbing me from my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing for you to, yo, bro, come get on the record. Or, yo, let me post this dude. You know what I'm saying? This is who but it's like, that's how the industry is. Everybody kind of piece up with everybody who they feel like on the same level as them. And they kind of rock with each other until shit start happening and you see the real relationships or how people really feel about each other come out. That's why I don't even get into it, bro. As long as I got people like you know what I'm saying, I can tap into, I hit Rio Fridays. You know what I mean? I don't need to be cool with none of these rappers like that. Close. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just, you know what I'm saying, rock out here. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all ain't spoke since then?
At all.
That's crazy.
At all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not the type of person to sit up all day thinking, because it's lyrics that Drake, Moneybag, you know what I'm saying? I work with Moneybag, you know what I'm saying? There's lyrics that they say, and I met Drake twice. So like I said, it ain't like I'm just thinking this stuff in my head. I hear these like bar for bar lyrics, but at the same time, what am I going to say at this point? I just got to wait till I'm on that level so I can really, you know what I'm saying? Then we can have that real conversation like, yo, all right, I'm here now. Y'all go back and review this and look at this when I dropped this and when he dropped this. Look at the day I met him. Look at the day I met him, and then look at everything from the day after. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be sitting up here all day. You know what I mean? Trying to bring that and let that be the reason I get my success. Like I wanted to be strictly on the music. You know what I'm saying? And my drip. You know
I want to go back. I want to ask you, when you said I'm not a human, I'm a werewolf. What does that mean?
That means like I literally don't sleep. Like I sleep like maybe an hour, 2 hours every other night, you know what I'm saying? And I live in
not healthy.
I know it's not. I passed out in the studio before, like seriously in front of in the middle of a session, like CJ was scared to death, you know what I'm saying?
Why don't
like,
you sleep?
I tried to, I just want this shit bad. Like,
a lot of crazy
people.
just
on your
grind, and I come from Waco, like I understand where I come from. It's like you don't want to, once you make it out of there, you don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep, wake up every day and all this was a dream or something. I'm right back, you know what I'm saying? I know, that's just my mentality. Like I'm out here, like I know nothing like this lasts forever. Like I got a great opportunity. I'm out here in the city. Like I travel, I go to Miami, I do shows in Miami, I record in LA or whatever. But when I'm down here, it's like it's just the perfect blend of everything for me. Yeah, so I really like it, and I don't want to sleep. I just feel like that's just my grind. Like I pass out when I pass out when I can't go no more, and I jump back up 3-4 hours later. Another 2 days, I'm going. I'm trying to figure this out. Like so. I'm not a human, I'm a werewolf. That's just that. It's just like everybody else, they live on a different way than me. Like I'm like a beast, like a whole different animal when it comes to this. That's just my mentality though, you know.
Gotcha.
All right, now you said you be out in Miami. I know you shot the video with Black Youngster out in Miami, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? The Flexed Up, Blessed Up.
Man, that was just honestly everybody that come through Austin. If somebody come through Austin doing a show, anything, I'm gonna get a call from somebody, some promoter, somebody with a line like, "Yo, I got this person. You want to work with them? They want this much for the verse or whatever the case may be." So when Black Youngster came down, and I got that call, and I made that call to CJ like, "Yo, bro, I think this a move. You know what I'm saying? We should
now,
do."
before he was still.
He was
He
more
ain't really popped yet.
Nah, he hadn't popped really on the music side. He was
He was
more
the
of like the
internet
internet.
dude.
Yeah, his personality and all this stuff he was doing, playing with the money and like talking big shit. Like that's what at that time. So and the feature I had did before that was Sauce Walker. So I was kind of like, man, I want to stay on this same wavelength of features that it's not really easy to get, or even if it's easy to get, it's people that are not just easy people to be around. Like people that's with. If I'm a fuck nigga, I'm some type of sucker. These niggas wouldn't even sit right next to me. Definitely ain't finna come all the way out to Miami and shoot a video with me. You know what I mean? So I like when I got that call, I was like, yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And he came through the studio, and I mean, we really got the same type of personality. Like he don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. He more talkative and loud. I'm more calm down, chill. But at the same time, once you shake hands with somebody and lock eyes, you can kind of get that sense and that feel like, okay. You know what I mean? He want to be the same. He just like me. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't had his moment yet. But, I mean, it was dope. You know what I mean? As soon as he walked in, first thing, damn, I want to buy this house. I'm like, I don't think you can buy this house, big boy. This is a $30 million mansion. Like, this ain't just no regular Airbnb. Like, you know, when I do something like that, I can pull up in Miami. I'm making a big phone call. I'm calling all my favors in. I got homies, NFL, NBA, all day long. It's big, all in my corner behind me. Like, Terrence Williams, before he crashed the Lambo, I was supposed to use it in the video. You know, I posted on my IG earlier, like the message when he first sent it to me, but it would be like I said earlier, I got to start speaking up on stuff. He gave me the opportunity, told me I could use it, and I kind of like, I don't want to wait till the season over, wait till it's a good time for him, and then look what happened. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it definitely was a vibe out there in Miami with Black Youngster.
So you work with Black Youngster. Who else in the industry are you looking forward to working with?
I want to work with Future. That's like my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like just want to scratch that off the list. You know what I mean? Just to get that feel. Because at the time, everybody that I worked with, honestly, was the person I really wanted to work with the most. Like when I did my session with Sauce Walker, I showed him a list I had. Like I had just moved to Austin, and I had a list of 5 people I wanted to work with. And Dave's Loaf was number 1, and he was number 2. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Black Youngster at the time. Same thing with Moneybagg. It's like these are the people that. Back in my city, everybody, these the hottest. You know what I'm saying? Moneybagg got the streets on lock back where I'm from. So I wanted to really prove, you know what I'm saying, to everybody where I'm from, like I can, you know what I'm saying, put me on the track with them. I can talk that shit too, you know what I mean? And that's just my goal. When I do a feature, I just really want to make some good music with somebody. It's not always like I did a record with King Los, and he's more of like a real industry battle rapper type dude. But when I did it, I felt like we was in LA. Like I'm not coming out here trying to be on no crazy going back and forth with you vibe. So I just brought a Texas down south flavor to the song. He did his punching in rapping thing, and it was a good blend. So every feature kind of is different for me in a different time of my life. You know what I'm saying? But right now, Future probably be the number 1 I want to work with. All
right, so this week we got A Boogie and Meg Thee Stallion gonna be in the city. So
I'm glad.
3 months from now we're gonna see you.
Man, I'm glad you said that.
We're
gonna see a collab later on.
Man, I'm glad you told me that. I could definitely see myself doing something with A Boogie. When I went out to Miami, and I had this was my first show I ever did in Miami, and he had performed at the same club like the night before. And I was looking at the flyer. I was getting out the plane. I was telling CJ, like, bro, I never heard none of his songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, then when I got to the club, I heard Drowning, and I was like, man, bro, this dude hard as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've been having that in the back of my mind for a while. You know what I mean?
You can go ahead and make that happen next year.
Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion too. That wouldn't be bad either.
She's fire. So you're independent right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to remain independent, or are you looking for a record label to pick you up?
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I feel like every artist's dream is to get picked up by a record label. You know what I mean? Like as time goes by, we start hearing these stories. You know, you see the TLC movie, Cash Money. You see what Wayne went through. Yeah, basically. So you feel like okay, but I think being independent this long, I kind of had a chance to kind of learn the business and just being around people like Black Youngster and Moneybagg or Sauce Walker, seeing like the stuff they go through, trying to navigate through the industry and independent and like. It's cool being independent. You get to do what you want. You get to put out music when you want. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I want to be one of the biggest artists in the world. You know, so I want to be on one of the highest paid, highest booked You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think to get to that level, you have to have a record label eventually come scoop you up. And most of the people that play like they independent, they on that level, they really sign with a record label. It's just kind of like
somebody.
Real facts.
Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, facts, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely want to be signed to a record label and just one day make one of those Ray Charles type deals where I own all my masters and I pay my dues. Because right now, like I sat down with labels before, my thing is always like, this ain't a normal situation, bro. Like, I'm bringing a lot of music to the table already. You know what I mean? I got my own team of producers. I got my own studio here. So it's like, in all reality, I want to sit down with somebody we could bring the same thing to the table and it makes sense, instead of me just signing and having the pride to say, oh, I signed with somebody, I got a record deal, pat myself on the back. But in all reality, it's like, coming from where I come from, what I'm doing right now, I'm living my dream. Like, this is what 5 years ago, I tell everybody, this is what I was thinking about. This is what I was visioning. I can enjoy life like this. Like, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, I get to put out my music. You know what I'm saying? We do Darby and Thursdays, Rio Fridays, and we lit. You know what I'm saying? I walk in the building, Hella Yellow shout me out. That's just like on Paid in Full when they make a Mitch in the building. Like, that's the number one feeling. Like, every time I move, you don't know. Every time you shout me out in the club, it's like
it means something.
From when I moved here, I feel like every artist, they don't understand. Like, it's like, I feel like I came like a kid in the candy store. Like, all these artists out here, I'm gonna be real with you, y'all. I feel like when I moved here, everybody had to get serious about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Every movement, every artist around here, I feel like got solid, and people started looking like, okay, look, this young boy out here, he ain't from out here. CJ, they doing this island thing. You know what I mean? They doing shows, they doing big videos. Like, y'all, let's get this shit. And now, like, Austin booming. Like, I see artists every day down there, you know what I'm saying, on the gram. And I go to the show. I went to the Smoke Out 3 show, and it was crazy. Like, it's a good.
So you feel like coming
right
from a smaller market than Austin already a small market, you could appreciate what's going on here more?
Yeah, it's a small market, but at the same time, it's a pub. Like, it's people South by Southwest. You got the F1, you got Texas Longhorns, like, you got Texas Relays. It's a small market, but at the same time, it's people every day getting off a plane coming here for something. You know what I'm saying? It's Austin, Texas. It's a capital city. So people grow up here, and we don't got no big buildings back home like that. Like, when I go out every day, I ride through downtown, headed to my studio, I'm just looking up in the sky like, man, I feel like LeBron headed to the gym or something. From where I come from, I ain't no buildings like that. The tallest building in Waco, probably the smallest building downtown. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it's an advantage for me. Ever since I got here, I just been like, I really look at 99% of artists out here like, y'all be playing. Like, y'all don't want it bad enough.
Different.
I don't see y'all grinding as hard as me. Like, and not saying I'm the one that's grinding the hardest, but just it feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I put out a lot of projects. You know what I mean? I'm in the studio 18 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? I live in the studio. And like a lot of artists out here, I want to see more artists from Austin develop their own sound. Like, I feel like when you hear me, you don't hear nobody else. You know what I'm saying? When I hear a lot of artists out here, I like the energy, I like the movement. I just want to hear more people develop their own sound. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in Austin doing their thing. It's a lot of artists out here that motivate me on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And I just want to see everybody. I want to see it. This could be like the next, not Atlanta, but you know what I'm saying? Just as far as it being a lot of people in one spot, like booming. You know what I'm saying? Like different personalities, different sounds, different genres or whatever. But like Atlanta right now, they got somebody pulling somebody up. Here they come. Here come Baby. Here come Gunna. Like, I feel like Austin could do that. We got people out here that's booming. Like my partner Abe, young Abe. You know what I'm saying? He really like, he my favorite rapper right now. On some, just because I hang with him and the way he live is like the way I live. We do it differently, but he turned up. Like, you know what I mean? You got Austin Martin, you got Traffic Lee, you got Scythe Mike. There's a lot of people out here booming. You know what I'm saying? That's really like got the image, got the look. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just want to see everybody take that that initiative to create their own sound. You know what I'm saying? Because I spend a lot of time on that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time on making sure. Hold on, no, this sound like this a little bit. Let me scratch this. Let me try. Right. I want people to hear me, you know what I'm saying, and appreciate it. And I want there to be a sound in Austin. I want people to come to Austin for the South by and be like, okay, this is the group of guys out here that's moving right now. This is the sound. This is the wave. You know what I'm saying? This is what we come to Austin for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on right now. I really feel like this is like my home now. Even though I'm from Waco, it's like I got a lot of haters back there too. I got a lot of love. I got a lot of haters back there because
they
ain't
come
really
together.
They come with it. They don't like seeing people make it out. And then come back and still talk that shit. The same shit I was talking before I made it. Now y'all got to listen to me and see me. And ain't nothing y'all can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell me a little about your album that just dropped on Valentine's Day. And did you drop it on that day on purpose? Or?
I did. It's called Send the Flowers Back, the album, the title. And I had a line. The song that the actual title came from didn't make the album because we lost a session. But
it's tough.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But I used it on like a promo video, and it was just like a line that was like, they all thought I had fallen off. I was like, how was that? It's like my 1,000-time bouncing back, got my powers back. Woke up at the casket, sent everybody their flowers back. The funeral just turned into a family reunion, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people thought I died off. You know, when I first came out here, I was on an experiment. I was trying dance, you know, stuff for the club, and I was trying different stuff. So they thinking, he moved out here. You know what I mean? He done got records with Youngster. He got records with Moneybagg. And he still ain't just took out through the roof yet. So a lot of people thought I died off. So this is just like my message to all them. Send the flowers back. Like, I'm still here, you know. So I appreciate y'all condolences or whatever. But at the same time, I'm still here. And it's just the cover. We got like a woman like standing by a casket and like a dude popping out with the flowers at the casket. Like, I'm still alive. So it was like I just did that on Valentine's Day to go with the whole thing.
Now, is there a single off of that, or like one song you pushing?
Not really, just because I still got singles that's out, like Supreme Drip and the joint with Black Youngster and Moneybagg. I still haven't really pushed those as far as I want to, but the first song on the album, Restaurant, is one of that I'm hoping to be like to stand out and kind of take legs of its own, you know what I'm saying, even after this project. And this project is really just a prelude to a bigger album that I'm dropping this summer, Ghosts vs. Trolls. And it's going to be crazy. You know, that's going to be the one. It's already done, mix and master, everything. I just want to wait till CJ get back. Because when he ain't here, I'm back in my normal element. I'm in the studio, like I say, 18 hours a day, chilling. I might go to the Domain or something, shop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go to a couple other studios just to remind myself how good it feel to have my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Go see people in there, booking them sessions and trying to knock that shit out in an hour. And I go back and I'll go downtown, like I say, Darband Thursdays, Rio Fridays, we turned up. And I'm right back in the lab until I pass out, you know what I'm saying? So I really, like, that's me. And then when it's the summertime, when CJ get here, now it's like we back live. We turned up every night. We moving and shaking, but that's just not me as a person. Like, I love to be in the studio. I'd rather bring the party to me at the studio, but CJ they come ride with me and we going to end up in Miami or somewhere for real tomorrow. Like, so that's why I said I kind of hit him like, yo, bro, I'd rather just put out to Send the Flowers Back now, because I had this last year. I could have dropped Send the Flowers Back last year, but we missed Valentine's Day.
Okay, messed up the whole rollout.
Messed up my whole rollout, and he was like, still drop it. And this happened a few times. I had a song called Easter Pink Panther. I wanted to drop on Easter one year, but he was like, nah, let's wait. And then we ended up putting it on one of my albums, but it didn't have the effect I want, so I had to have a big talk with him, like, look, bro, like, I need this run. Like, let me really push let me executive produce my own project. Let me kind of decide what order, you know what I'm saying? Let me give me a little more leeway on, you know what I'm saying? Because we came into this as like, this is our thing. This whole project, this is our baby. Like, I'm the music, you know what I'm saying? He's the Island brand is kind of like what he kind of put it together, and we put it together. Like, he got his whole network of people out here that move with him whenever we move around. And we out and we hitting the clubs, hitting the scene. So when I'm out here, I'm kind of like, I got people I met out here that I mess with, like I said, Abe and other people that I'm just kind of got my own relationship with, but I'm still a werewolf. Like, I go back into the booth and I'm just like, I shut the whole world off. So I had to push the album back so when he get back here, I could really get my good run. You know what I'm saying? We do the strip clubs every night and all that. I can get my look. You know what I'm saying?
Having a lot of fun.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Save some of my bread. You know, he over there getting the big bands over there.
Yeah, shout out to CJ.
Yeah, facts.
Now, the project is out now. South by around the corner.
Man.
What can we expect?
Man, we could expect a lot, because I'm sure a lot of it's going to be a lot of rappers in town, no telling who I might run into. I might need to have some conversations with about, stuff that's been going on. But, and on the other end of that, I'm cool with a lot of artists. So, I'm like last year, I was right there when they was looking for 6ix9ine. I was walking with Jay Prince Jr. right behind him. Like, literally, I was frustrated because every little video and picture that went out, it was like, I was that dude, like, not trying to be in the front, like I'm just trying to be that, since I'm just walking in the back kind of. And I'm thinking in my head, like, dang, I really hope they don't catch this dude, because I would hate to be the guy out of town somewhere about to do a show and 30 grown men.
I ran into him just like crossing, they was going toward the show. I was leaving the show. I was like, man, this is about to be a bad situation.
Yeah, man. And so like, and I was Rollo, free Rollo. He was there. He walked up to me and kind of showed me some love and told me, keep doing my thing. And I thought that was cool, because I know him and Black Youngster had some issues. Him and Moneybagg, he had issues with both of them. So that was another thing. South by, I'm gonna just be out in the mix, man. I'm gonna just, I'm starting to get my outfits together now. Because the first South by when I first moved here, everybody
drip.
was just, they was on me
Supreme
tough. When the first South by I was out there, I had shows going. and they was on me tough. I
You
cleaned up.
got to look like somebody out
Yeah,
there.
definitely. You know, but after the second and third South by and you live in Austin, you kind of like, man.
South by is the reason I dressed up in Austin. Any other time in Austin, I don't ever dress up.
See,
That's the only reason why I ever look cute.
That must have me. Sometimes it get exhausting though. You get kind of like, man, I live here, bro. Like, you know, when South by, everybody's calling you for the crash, to come kick it, to get in the clubs.
You the plug.
All that, you the plug on everything. So it's like, man, you know what? Like, I be kind of just enjoying just chilling, like I said, running into some other artists and maybe. But now this is the first year I got my studio really up and running, so I plan to have, you know what I'm saying, a nice few, you know, artists coming through there, coming through there, just vibing too. Not always got to be work, you know what I mean? Like, just, you know, making relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, trying to get the other artists. Hopefully I can have all the other Austin artists in there with me kicking it, and we could be in there, you know what I'm saying, making waves and making relationships with other artists in other cities. Try to make something happen, man, because I love it out here, man.
Now, go ahead and give me all them socials so people can know where to find you, where to find your music.
Hey, it's at Quistar Go, QUISTARGO. That's pretty much everywhere. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Also, you know, Pandora. I got my own station on there, Quistar Radio. Go check that out. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. I got 2 videos with 1 million views on WorldStar. You know what I'm saying? So really anywhere, you know, you could just Google Quistar. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff. It's stuff. Washington Post, GQ magazine. Like, I've been around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just, you know, Google me. I say Google me and just follow the drip. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you coming hanging out with me.
Hey, I appreciate
and Holly
that,
G
bro.
sitting in with us today. Austin Music Monday.
You too, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
For sure. Chino, Chase.
It's Austin Music Mondays.
Bow. Bow.